Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. As you know, I'm doing a series right now called Don't Skip the Process of Becoming the Unicorn. And today we're going to do part 9. But I'm going to do a recap as I've done the last few parts of the session. I've gone through and kind of given a recap on where we've been and what the 12 traits, we were leading up to the 12 traits of becoming the unicorn, which is based off the book called Be the Unicorn by William Vanderbloom. And today is part 9, but I want to walk you through really quickly the other parts. And so the other day, my agent reached out and she said, "Hey, can I give you some feedback?" And I said, "Of course." And she said, "Can you go back to your initial screen so that people understand that you're on a journey this year called Don't Skip the Process?" And that it came from your quote for the year, which is the process. And by the way, I am a unicorn. I'm exceptional in a whole lot of ways, not because of me, but because I practice the things that make people excellent. I'm never, ever, ever content with mediocrity. It doesn't mean that sometimes I don't fall short, because I do, but I'm never content with mediocrity. I'm always seeking to be exceptional. Good morning, Miss Brown. And so, my theme for the year is the process to become the amazing T Street was hell. The product that is the amazing T Street is fire. So don't skip the process. And so, this process, the 12 traits of becoming the unicorn, we already covered the fast, we covered the authentic, we covered the agile, the ability to be flexible and pivot, the problem solver. Everybody wants a problem solver on their team, everybody. The anticipator, the prepared, the self aware. And on Friday, I covered the curious. So today, part 9, the ninth trait is the connected. Why is that important? What is it? The connected people build authentic, meaningful relationships in every sphere of their lives. I don't build relationships because I'm thinking in my mind, oh, I might be able to use that connection somewhere. In fact, I'm usually just offering to help. It's just a part of who I am. I grew up in a family where my mom was always said, if you see something that needs to be done, just do it. If you see something that needs to be done, why not you? Just do it. And so oftentimes I've built relationships based on just being authentically somebody who wants to help. And so that's what the connected does. What are the action steps to becoming the connected? Well, the first one is easy. The first one is spend an hour weekly checking in. You can't have solid relationships if you never check on people with whom you say you have relationships. The people that I care about, even if I just send them a text, because I'm pretty busy, but so are they. I don't think that my time is any more valuable than anyone else's. And sometimes all it takes is a text that says, "Hey, you good?" My friends know that when I send a text that says, "You good?" that means I'm checking in. I want to make sure that you all right. Sometimes I'll pick up the phone and call. Sometimes I'll send an email. Sometimes I'll send an e-card. But making sure that I'm having regular, if it's not weekly, and it's maybe not an hour, because I got a lot of people that I'm connected to. I don't have a time to do an hour. But making sure that I'm doing regular check-ins on people that I say that I care about. When I connect to people, it's not when I need something or want something. And sometimes when, even if they're work related people, I don't always check in about work. I'm like, "Hey, how's your child?" If they've told me about a situation, I'm like, "Hey, I want you to know that I'm praying for that. When things turn around, let me know, because I love to hear that God answers prayers." Whatever it is that you're doing, all of your check-ins don't have to be about work. When I check in on people that I'm connected to, it's not always because of what they can do or what something that I need. If you only check with me when you need something, my answer is always no. If I have not heard from you since the last time you needed a favor, T, can you connect me to this person? T, can you do? If that's the last time I heard from you, guess what? I'm likely not going to assist. I'm usually going to say, "Nah, I'm good," because I don't allow people to use me. Now, when I was younger, I used to attend one networking event every month. I don't do that anymore because that's not how I stay connected to people. I just make sure that as I meet people that I'm building genuine relationships along the path. Sometimes I engage contacts with my LinkedIn. I'm teaching kids how to use LinkedIn and the essentiality of LinkedIn as they're starting to think about their careers. Younger kids, like high school kids, who can build a LinkedIn page. This summer in my program, I had them build LinkedIn pages because so much of what they're trying to get, access to college, access to people in the fields that they're interested in for shadowing opportunities. Those things happen on places like LinkedIn. Those are ways that you can genuinely connect to people. I have never worked in the field for which I went to school. 3 degrees, never worked in the field because every single position I've ever held came as a result of someone that I was connected to that connected me to the position. Yes, the connected and making genuine, authentic connections and meaningful relationships with people, they matter. The position I just left at Ohio State, I came into that position through my friend, not my congresswoman. At that time, she wasn't the congresswoman. My friend Joyce Beatty, who opened that door for me. You know, when I worked for Mayor Coleman, my friend Dr. Jean T. Harris put my name in the hat. And then people who believed that I could do that job made calls and references on my behalf. Every job that I've ever had came as a result of someone who I was connected to, who had a genuine relationship with, throwing my name in the hat. So today's trait for becoming the uniform, the connected. Whatever you do, don't skip the process of becoming the unicorn. Good morning, Erica. And can I say to you, today, become connected, build authentic, meaningful relationships with people, not because you need something, but because everybody needs somebody. Have an amazing day.